Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to another episode of Drew's Book Reviews. It is the end of July. We're halfway through the summer. Let's talk about what I read in July. That's coming right up here on Drew's Book Reviews. Alright. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch my July reading recap. So, as it has been for many months this year, I haven't gotten to a whole lot of books in the month. Just a couple books I managed to get through. But we also have a special box opening for one of my reads this month. That is going to be coming up here at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that special box opening. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear what you read in July. You could join me on my Discord. I'll have that link below as well. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what did I read in the month of July. So first up, we're going to talk about Thud by Terry Pratchett. So this was my next Discworld read for this month. I'm slowly making my way through each and every Discworld book. And like every Discworld, it was a fun and entertaining read as usual. So with the book Thud, basically what we have is a war is about to break out between the trolls and the dwarves. And they're going to reenact this ancient battle, and tension is brewing, and all hell's breaking loose, and the entire watch is crumbling around Commander Vimes. And he has to figure out how to put a stop to all this in order to restore the watch to what it is and what it's supposed to be in the city of Ankh-Morpork. So we've got Vimes who has to basically balance all this so that he can save the day and, as usual, come to the rescue and save the city. I really enjoyed this book. It really kind of touched a little bit on ideas of racism and prejudice as well, which I really enjoyed because, as usual, Terry Pratchett does a really great job of speaking to these issues within our culture, within our society, and the way he expresses them throughout the books that he writes. And the idea that you can't trust somebody simply because of what they were born to be. And things like that. Just the way he puts that into his stories, and the Discworld particularly, I absolutely love it. It's a lighthearted look at these societal issues, and he's so good at doing that. And I really enjoyed that about Thud. As far as Terry Pratchett's Discworld goes, I have yet to read a Discworld book I could say that I didn't like. Well, granted, I definitely like some more than others. I wouldn't put this as my favorite Discworld book by any means, but still a good read. One of the other books I managed to get through in the month of July was Naked Empire by Terry Goodkind. So this was my rereads of The Sword of Truth, the series I absolutely loved my first time through. Definitely having second thoughts about the series, not loving it as much. This really just, it was a 700-page essay about how not seeing evil is an evil thing in and of itself. And very preachy, very much dogmatic worldview, very much black and white, right and wrong, and very much preachy on that. And I don't mind having like a clear philosophical divide between right and wrong in the books that I read, but when it comes across super preachy, it's really hard to get past that. I definitely have evolved my taste as a reader since I started reading and since I first read the Sword of Truth series. And I love the characters. I love Richard, I love Kaylin, I love Nikki, I love Kara, I love Zed. I love all these amazing characters. I think that they're just fun characters, and I really like the characters, but I'm really struggling with some of the way that Terry Goodkind has written these books, and I just find I'm not enjoying it as much as I used to. So you're probably asking, well, if you're not enjoying it, Drew, why do you keep reading it? Why do you keep pushing yourself to finish this? And honestly, I don't know. But I hate leaving something unfinished, and I committed to doing a reread of the series, so I'm going to push through and power through until I've completed the reread of the series. But then I'm probably not again. That much I can say for certain. Not again. There will be no third read of this series. But that's what I'm pushing through. That's what I read this month. Kind of gave it a 2 out of 5 stars on this one, so great characters, bad story execution, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, if you've read the Sword and Truth series, you can let me know what you think. I'm just fine. I'm not enjoying it as much as I used to. One of the other books that I finished this month, and technically, I didn't technically finish it in July since I have like 20 pages left, and I probably won't technically finish it to August 1st. I'm counting it anyway, and that is Robin Hobb's Assassin's Quest. And maybe I'll finish it tonight after filming this video. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. It is July 31st. I might finish it tonight. But the point is, I pretty much read this book in July. There's only a couple pages left. I'm counting it. Tell me down below if you think that's cheating. But so I'm going to count it as complete in July anyway. Anyway, I'm absolutely loving the Farseer trilogy. Assassin's Quest, I am loving Fitz. I'm loving his character. I'm loving everything about it. This is definitely, as many other booktubers have described, a slow burn for sure. But the character work in this book series is just phenomenal. If I had to pick one of my favorite fantasy series of all time, definitely I think Fitz would be in there as one of my all-time favorite fantasy series, and by far, absolutely, Fitz and Night Eyes, best animal companion I've ever read in any series anywhere. Hands down, love it. Fitz and Night Eyes, just the best animal companions. I'm loving that relationship. I'm loving the dynamic between the two. I'm loving how their relationship has evolved over the course of the series, and I'm loving everything about this. Fantastic. I think this might go down as one of my favorite reads of the year. I'm absolutely loving it. So if you haven't read the Farseer trilogy, you need to check it out. I've got more Robin Hood on my shelf, and I totally look forward to getting to the other Robin Hood that I have on my shelf as well. Alright, but there is one last book that I managed to read in the month of July. I read this as an ebook because there's no way I was going to wait until I got my hard copy. So now we get to move on to the book box unopening. That's right, Brandon Sanderson's Secret Project number 3, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. This is going to be my first look at the premium hardcover edition. I haven't watched any other booktube videos about unboxing Yumi. I'm saving it for this one. This is going to be epic. So, let's go ahead and open this. And naturally, we can't open it without our book box knife. Obviously, I gotta have my dragon knife for this, so it's from Dragon Steel Entertainment, obviously. After all, let's go ahead and get this open, shall we? You ready? Alright. Okay, that is not working as well as I thought it would. That's okay, it's just a sticker. We'll get this figured out. This is what I have been waiting for a long time. Let's go ahead and check out what is in this box. Alright, so we've got, of course, the Cosmere collectible pen, Dragon Steel character pins, Shalon from the Stormlight Archive. She's one of my favorite Cosmere characters. Absolutely love Shalon. Let's open this up and kind of check that out. There we go. Shalon Cosmere collectible pen. Every one of these book boxes is coming with one of those. I absolutely love Shalon, and I'm loving collecting them. Let's see what else we have in here. Spoiler warnings, this box contains 2 worlds, one bright and one warm. The other dark and streaked with neon lights of cyan and magenta. Secret Project number 3 takes you to new, unexplored corners of the Cosmere. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. In a city of never-ending night, a young man patrols the streets alone, a canvas and a paintbrush as only weapons against the darkness. A world away, a young woman artfully stacks stones, her entire life devoted to her craft and people. Always on the outside looking in, one longs for friendship and acceptance, the other for respite from the demands of tradition. Elias Chen's stunning art captures the wonder and mystery of Brandon Sanderson's tale of 2 worlds. Yeah, that is awesome. Check out my review of the 2 secret projects a dual review that I put up, Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, along with the Frugal Wizard's Handbook to Surviving Medieval England. Check that out. I'll try and remember to link that down below if you haven't already. And we've got a collectible bookmark. I'm loving these collectible bookmarks that Sanderson's putting in these boxes. They're just absolutely awesome. I'm really loving them. Let's see what else we got here. And of course we got the collectible sticker. I have to admit, I don't like this collectible sticker as much as the other ones. I mean, it's still kind of nice and cool and whatnot, but I have to admit, not liking them as much as the other ones. Now we get to the fun part, the opening of the premium hardcover book of Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. Absolutely beautiful. Don't know how well you can see that. Sorry about the reflections. But if you've seen some of the artwork, you already know what this looks like. Now what we got to do is we got to open it up. So I'm going to be very careful trying to get this plastic off here. Let's go. Don't want to damage the book. So this is the first book I actually read this month in July. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter by Brandon Sanderson. A person is more than their experiences. Stacked up like stones, our best moments are the foundations we use to reach for the sky. It's kind of what he put right there on the back of this book. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the cover. I love the color scheme on the cover. I love how premium and beautiful these books are. I'm absolutely loving it. Brandon Sanderson's Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. Just wow. I am so glad I backed this project. I mean, the books definitely are not like the other Cosmere, like they're not as in-depth, I guess, and as detailed in terms of world building as we might expect from other Cosmere novels, such as the Stormlight Archive, but the books are absolutely gorgeous, and they're still really good stories overall. Just look at some of that artwork in here. Just look at some of the artwork you get in these books, just these premium hardcovers. These are easily going to be on my shelf for a long time, some of my absolute favorite books. Some absolutely beautiful artwork, and good story too, and I'm so glad you could join me for this box opening as well, and revealing of what's in there. Just wonderful. I'm loving it, honestly. I really, really like what we have here. Just gorgeous. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter is definitely one that I enjoyed more than The Frugal Wizard's Guide. And I'm glad I got the opportunity to read this. I did not expect it to be shipped this quickly, as the other ones weren't shipped nearly as fast. But there you have it. Those are the books that I read in the month of July, and I'm looking forward to an August of some good, excellent reads. And I hope that you had a great month of reading as well. Thank you for joining me for my monthly recap here on Drew's Book Reviews. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. And, I hope to see you next time on the next episode of Drew's Book Reviews. And until then, keep on reading. Bye!